Ladies and gentlemen, I am both feeling sorrow, but also, since this morning, overwhelming joy. Oh, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally attained the throwable shuriken thing. There it is. Oh, there it is. It's not worth it. Please do not misunderstand my joy as the thrill of the hunt coming to an end. No, this is the thrill of the unnecessary coming to a pinnacle finally, but it's unnecessary. So... Also, this is the first Let It Die video, I think. No, it's not. Is it? I don't know. But lighting's different. Hopefully I'm not overexposed. Still haven't dialed in the perfect amount yet because my webcam's being weird. But, yes, opened up my packages this morning and got the damn throwable shuriken. The date of this video is Wednesday, November 21st, 2016. 18. It's 18. What am I doing? Where am I? It feels good. Also, the sound of the game is incredibly quiet, so hopefully Normalize can help us with that. If not, music's in the background. That's why. Okay, I don't want to switch it because it'll require me to reboot everything, and I already synced things up. Maybe I didn't. Let's go down. There we go. Sorry. The thing is that with the shuriken, I'm at the point... What is on my desk? What the fuck is... The thing with the shuriken that I don't really know is that it's at the point where I'm not sure if I want it anymore. I think I'll still level it up, but it's at the point where I'm just kind of like, I mean, like this can kill almost everything. Same with my assault rifle, like from a standpoint in which I want the thing, it's not really there anymore. I want it because I probably will get it just because of how much of a pain it was, and it probably still can be useful for me, or to me, in the future when I try to make a shooter class. But yeah, I'm not like, I need to update it now or upgrade it now because it took so long to get, and at this point I've kind of given up, and at this point it's like I have better weapons because I just had to upgrade those instead. But I'm still hyped. Still hyped that I got it. It was like this overwhelming feeling when I finally got it to drop where I was like, oh, it dropped. Oh, I can't believe it. It was one of those things where I was so like not even thinking about it that I was like, oh, that's the thing. Oh, that's the thing. Also, in the last video, we farmed white steel like 7 times, and it was all for the static messenger, and alas, we did not get any of it to drop. We got metal only to drop for the entire farm cycle, which we killed him like, again, 6 or 7 times, and little old me was like, you know what, before I sign off, I'm gonna go kill him one more time, and boom, we got the static messenger. I was like, I'm still exhausted from the 60 other kills we killed, from all the other times we had to kill him. But I'm still excited and happy we got it. Also, today is Wednesday, which is Forceman Day, so that's the other reason. So I said I was really happy in the morning, and then I got kind of kicked down a little bit right now, because I just fought Thunderlord. What is the goddamn name? Black Thunder. And to no avail, yeah. The thing that annoys me to pieces is, from a boss battle standpoint, I love him to pieces. He makes the most sense, and he has the most defined openings that exist within a Forceman, in my opinion. And I love that. Like, there's these moments where he does his, like, twirl thing, and there's a good bit of time for you to jump in, get an attack with your decently fast weapon. With my hockey stick, it's a vertical hit. And I just jumped or rolled away, boom, could reset the cycle, except I don't do enough damage, and that's the problem, is that you are like shit on when it comes to damage and his health. So it's not about skill in the slightest, it's about just finding ways to deal ungodly damage, which of course means getting a shooter class, as well as getting the Kamas, as well as getting a bunch of decals that amplify your damage and just blitzing him down to nothing. It has nothing to do with skill when you get to Nightmares. That's why it kind of frustrates me, is because it's all about damage. Like, I can never get hit by him once. His attacks are just that kind of obvious and varied, which I love because they're not without understanding. You still need to understand what Black Thunder's attacks are in order to dodge them. So it takes you a couple times to actually fight him to understand. But none of them are to the point where you cannot dodge them. They're difficult to dodge, sure, but they're not impossible. And there's even openings for you to attack, but you're not going to be dealing enough damage even close to what you need to kill him. So there's this weird gray fucking mess. Also, I found out about the mushrooms for, I wasn't sure if it was all Forcemen. It probably is all Forcemen, but there are only like certain mushrooms you can use. So you cannot use the beige skin-toned sting shrooms. He'll just wipe those off of you. You can, however, use the red ones. Yeah, which is weird to me because again, the whole point in Let It Die is it's a roguelike shooter where you can gamify the system and or break the system if you're smart enough and or if you just go about it a different way. So it really broke my heart that I was like, really? The thing that like you just nerfed you're like, why do golden shrooms even matter if they're not applicable for this instance? Why does this there's kill coins? Okay, well that takes a lot of the hype away from getting a bird shroom that's gold to drop or any of those things to drop. You kind of like nullified the impact of your reward system in that way, which is weird to me. And it's not that I wouldn't mind if there was some. The thing that I just can't stand is that there's not enough damage. It's all about damage. It's going down the road of like Borderlands, where Borderlands 1 and specifically Borderlands 2, the boss just dissolved into, yeah, shoot it a lot more. Yeah, if you don't have this character that can shoot it a lot more, then you won't be able to do it. That's a boss fight. No, it's not. A boss fight, especially in your game where there's like combos you have to dodge in the right time. There's these AoE explosions that you have to be on the lookout so you can jump away. It completely dissolves to me the core gameplay mechanics in Let It Die. Yeah. And the one that I do have one more thing that I want to test. And it has to do with this. Oh, by the way, my theory about if this could work, if this could give us what we need, it didn't. It was not the case. This is not the golden key to killing Black Thunder. The video that I saw was of him on hard mode, which I could go to get the armor. I don't give a fuck about the armor. I give a fuck about the weapons and the coolness of showing you guys those weapons. That's what I want to do. I want to showcase this game and the cool things in it. It's one of those things where I'm trying to figure out like what's the best way to kill him. And it seems like even the videos I've seen of the Kamas ripping him to shreds, it was like a +7 Kamas or something, so I'm like, oh, okay, And this boss was available when the Kamas, I believe, wasn't, when the +5 and whatever wasn't there. So I think it just helps. But yeah, I don't know, man. To me, I think my best bet is to try to climb to 50, get a shooter class, farm for decals, and hopefully get either Barbarian or the other one-handed one that buffs like one-handed, or like it buffs one-handed weapons when you're dual wielding those one-handed weapons in a weird way. Do I have that? I don't think I have that. Let's see. Yeah, no, I have dual wield, but I don't have the premium version of it. Yeah. I do have this. So this is that. I don't know, man. Also, I haven't really deep dived into that video that we did. I did upload it, but I haven't got a chance to look at the comments. So I do want to kind of see what's going on. And if you guys do have any like tips for me or like ways that you did it, or is it just that you do have to have like a mountain of things? But then again, it's not even about a mountain of things, because there's only certain things that you can use in the fight. You know, when killing Black Thunder, you can only use a certain amount of mushrooms, right? Like you can only use red sting shrooms, I believe, a second life, and a palm leaf, and you can't use another one, because if you use another one, he'll just wipe it all away. So yeah. Welcome. Yeah. I don't know, but what I do know is we have some busy work that needs tending to. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys along on this ride of us fucking around in Let It Die. Today we are also going to be talking about Fallout 76 and Darksiders 2. Yeah, just because I thought we should have some topics to talk about, and I didn't want to make a Let's Talk talking about them, because fuck it. I was like, hey, I'm playing Let It Die. I don't have time to make a Let's Talk. We're just gonna talk about it and let it die. But to kill Black Thunder, a white steel, sorry, it's being presumptuous. Oh wait, we could just use these. We'll just use these instead of the special one. You will take a little bit longer, but if we have 4 instead of the 2 that we usually use, that should be good. We also want an oak shroom, which we do have the one bird that's just chilling, and I don't have a second life, but I do, because it's right here. Bam. Alright. Alright. Also, we have a slowdown, we have a slowdown time shroom, which is useless, but hey. Oh, by the way, the state of Let It Die in terms of its stability, I still don't know. Like, it's weird. It's very weird. It's like very varied. Like sometimes the sound will cut out, but then I'll update my recorder, and that fixes it. Then other times I'll reboot my computer, and that will start running it really well. It's weird. There's good days and bad days, to say the least. Oh, we got 3? That might do it. I hope. Let's see. If not, we have the Kamas that can help us take down Black Thunder. White Steel. It's all over again, guys. It's gonna happen again. Anyways, Fallout 76. That is a mess right now in terms of just having an opinion on the game. Ooh, golly. From what I gather from like just honestly trying to see what the reality of the situation is, not people who are annoyed that the Fallout game or Fallout series that they love is not followed anymore. It's kind of this weird multiplayer thing. Outside of all those emotions that I realize people are kind of valid in somewhat having, what I can gauge is that it's a great game for if you like multiplayer games. Like if you have a bunch of friend group to play it, that's awesome. But the fucked up thing is that most people that played Fallout weren't those people. People who played Fallout love the single player experience, how they can like get lost in this world and fall in love with these characters and have a fuck ton of things to do and be entertained most of the way through. And instead, Fallout 76 is the opposite of that. And so it's kind of like, of course, people would have this perception or reaction to the game. I'm not sure if Bethesda actually did know that. Oh, Trev, what's up, bud? Boom. Yeah, it looks like a game that is very much like very much like a Minecraft kind of thing. That's a bad example because Minecraft's a big ass game. I'm talking about like it's like Destiny 1, exactly like Destiny 1, where it's a game that has interesting concepts, but it needs like a fuck ton of work. And I guarantee, and Bethesda's already talked about how they were going to pay for the like update the game regularly, like constantly bring you guys new things and all those things. So to me, it's like it's one of those games where I want to check back in a year and see what's up, because I made a Let It Die video talking about how much I was fucking amped for Fallout 76 because I love the idea. But then as like I watched more E3 demos, I started to again, my two worries were the thing that I knew if they were correct, then the game would like significantly break for me, which again is the notion of no story, no companions, no things like that. Like the whole notion of you're in this world, every NPC you have or see is a real person. I'm like, but what about the other NPCs? What about like Codsworth, Piper, or preferably Curie, who was the best character in Fallout 76? What about Preston's dumbass yelling at me? What is this? You know, it's like, please don't be that. And it was that. With it coming to a close, it was that. And it sucks because the game is actually like it's very well done, you know what I mean? Which is the most heartbreaking thing about it. It's a beautiful game. It looks stellar. Like it's a game that I would love to get lost in that world, but there's nothing to get lost in besides if you get a hard on for goddamn exploration games, and sure, you're gonna love this game to pieces, Fallout 76. But I'm not exactly that. I'm more about like characters and like interesting ideas that I can throw around in my head and think about when I'm trying to sleep at night and inevitably can't. Yeah. Also, White Steel. You guys may be like, Green, why the fuck are you fighting White Steel if you already got the weapon or the goddamn gun? Well, I wouldn't mind having some Forceman gear for climbing the upper floors. Like I know I don't want to do it if I have to do it, you know, but I eventually do want to do it, especially with our first time climbing the upper floors, knowing that we don't have to do it with our shittier armor. Why didn't you get staggered, you piece of shit? I would prefer if we just said fuck that. Also, I'm gonna shut up because I need to pay attention to a certain degree because I already used my second life trying to fight Black Thunder, and it was a problem. There we go. Roll away. All right, Black Thunder, taking little baby bits of damage. Not a lot. I do think we probably will have to shoot the shit out of him. I don't think we are gonna deal enough damage. We'll see. Ooh, yep. Armor actually held out pretty well there. I don't think he'll give us another grin. When we hit the 1 minute mark, I'll definitely start shooting him, because I think that will be enough. I think now he'll just start to do his like roar chant, which I think we do get another attack window for that. Yeah. Come on. I thought I tested it somewhere. Oh no, he does do it again. Ooh, roll! Oh, we're actually alive still. We won't even have to use our second life. Ah. There we go. Just a little shot from the Kamaz, bip, and we're good. Okay, okay. Anyways, what was I saying? All right, Fallout 76. It's a game that I'm interested in. I want to play it, but it's at the point where I'm like, I don't. You guys know me probably really well. I don't really have much in terms of like, how do I say it? I really enjoy games that are kind of like multiplayer to a certain extent, but I don't have like a dedicated friend group to play games with. But also, I don't think I'd want to. I love games to pieces when I can just get lost in a world. And when I hear my friend trying to make me laugh, which I appreciate online, it kind of takes me out of it. So I'm not always leaning towards those games. I like them, but not as much as like just being lost in a world that you could never possibly imagine. I love that. So yeah, closing thoughts are I think the game is probably going to be extremely good. And give it like a couple months, and they actually probably listen to the community and say, oh shit, there's like nothing to do in this game. Oh shit, let's implement NPCs and quests, and let's just say, okay, well, starting at this point, there'll be insert random settlement that has like quests for you to do and a character that you can talk to. Maybe a year down the line, they'll be like, we made some companions, we threw them out in the world space, go find them. And then people upload videos of them, like where to get this companion, and it kind of boils up the community, and boom, bam, bam. And they talk about how there's like some other shit going on, you know? Like, because that thing that's shocking is like a huge portion of Bethesda's player base is people that love to get lost in a single player world. And it's not like, I don't think you could do, if they just had NPCs, that you could just do quests, I think largely Bethesda fans would be like, alright, you know, the multiplayer thing, sure, if I ever want to jump into that, I can, whatever. But there's still these cool NPCs and these characters and these businesses or these guilds or these factions that I can invest in and learn about and just sit back and enjoy, instead of me just kind of fucking about reading terminals for 10 hours, you know? Yeah, so I'm kind of waiting. I want to play the game, and I've heard from a lot of you guys who are playing it with your friends who are like, it's actually not bad. People keep saying it's so shit. It's so not shit. It's extremely enjoyable if you like the Bethesda universe and you have a friend that equally likes the Bethesda Fallout universe. Fallout universe, what I was trying to say. Yeah, and I want to play it, but I just also don't want to drop the money on it right now. I'll pay $60. I just want it to be something worth $60 when I buy it. You know what I mean? Right now, I don't really know if it's that. At least not for me. Again, if a person they always sign on at Xbox Live and they play with their friends and they can't wait, their group of friends always decides on the game that they want to play at the time, then fuck yeah, Fallout would probably be up there. But for me, it's not quite my beat. Now, you know what it is? Darksiders 3. Yeah, Darksiders 3 is coming out very, very soon. In fact, probably is already out. In fact, yeah, you probably already seen the videos of it. Anyways, and I probably already talked your ear off about how much I enjoyed. Well, they're doing it again. Anyways, not enjoy it, but I'm interested in it. Not only is it a single player experience, but it's also a game that I don't think is going to get a lot of attention. I hope it does, because I so badly want a Darksiders 4 where we cover Wrath, which is just, he looks awesome. Fucking, I know editing me, you hate it. Bam, image of goddamn Wrath, which looks like a badass character in general, and he's guns in like a series that is very melee focused. Then again, Darksiders 3 is apparently going to actually try to deal with like ranged-ish weapons, because Fury is actually she uses ranged weapons and shit. Now let's talk about the big thing in people's minds. What am I doing? We're trying to start leveling this up. We need bone metal. Oh, never mind. This may be a whole thing. Yup. I think this is, no, that's bullet metal. Fuck me. It only does require one. I could just buy one from here, I think. Maybe I can't. Let's just go. Do I have enough money? I don't think I do. Let's grab some shit. Anyways, back to Darksiders 3. So the big question in the air is, can they actually accomplish their general goal? Now, their general goal, from my perception, is they wanted to make a character that is very much, I mean, vengeance. Fury. Her name is Fury. Fury is her name, and the protagonist is okay, if you don't know Darksiders, there's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, war, death, and Fury and Wrath, I believe. Wrath is strife. And I'm like, why am I just wearing the hat? This looks creepy. Yeah, so that's the theory of the game, or that's the general consensus of the game. But the main character's name is Fury, and she's this like redheaded, hot-blooded woman. But to me, and I think a lot of people, is like, is it gonna be frustrating and annoying to play as a person that is just mad as shit and like not in an endearing way? And that's the thing that's kind of like, I'm hopeful that they can do it, because I don't want to, like, God of War did a thing where, like, especially coming out now, where it did this thing where it, you know, that your son was kind of like the cool, and of course Kratos was the hot. He was like still hot-blooded to a certain extent, a little bit tempered but still warm. And he was much more of an endearing character that way. I'm not sure how like a Fury, hateful, fucking mean as shit to everyone kind of character would do. Because I don't really typically like characters like that. I'm kind of like, alright dude, like what the hell? Like a person's like, hey, my son's trapped in this this place. Could you go save him? Who wants to see a kid die? And she's like, ugh, pesky mortal. Fucking go to hell. I might do it, but pff. It's like, I don't want to watch that person do shit. It's a mean ass person. Like, what the fuck's your problem? I was a kid. Like, come on, have a heart. But yeah, like, I want to see if they can actually do that character in a smart way. And I think the way to do it is to not just make her evil as shit and, like, very bitchy a lot of the, like, that's also the thing. Like, you can either be a scumbag douche or very bitchy. And in terms of, like, everyone's against me, I hate everyone, edgelord, so I'm hoping dearly that that's not the character type. And I'm hopeful, oh no, we need to go the other way. We need to go the other way. And the reason why I say I think they probably can is because largely I think Death was like that. Death was that character that was like, he was more like, I don't want to waste my time and I don't want anyone to kind of get in front of my goal. Because right now I'm trying to deal with this thing that's important to me and everyone keeps asking things of me, so he's kind of like, all right, maybe, I'll see. And then there was other things that like had to do with like fighting where he was like, all right, no, sure, like why not? The warrior in him kind of pulled that out and he's like, fine, I'll help you. And from what I see in the trailers, they do seem to be focusing on like, she's fury, she's always mad, and I'm like, yeah, but does that mean she has to be an asshole? Like, I get that she's like a fiery warrior, fuck yeah, but if she's gonna be like, you're a disgusting man or something, I'm like, I don't wanna. This seems bad to me, And vice versa, I'd be just as equally annoyed if there was like a dude being like, ugh, disgusting woman, or something. I'd be like, yeah, come on, man, what's your problem, kind of thing. So I don't know. This is a weird thing. I'm hoping that she's just like a badass warrior who still has a heart, and still has like wants to help people out, and she's not just like, I'm mad because I'm mad all the time, and that's my shtick, and I'm like, alright, sure. I mean, I get it's in your name, but can you at least show empathy and or just the desire to do some sort of good? No? Oh god, shit. Hopefully it's not that way. Hopefully it's all works out. But yeah, no, it's a game that I'm very much hyped for again because I just love the Darksiders series. I fell in love with Darksiders 2 because of the weird like. I just love this aesthetic look of Death in that game. It's so wicked. Also, his character type was very, very cool. I just really like the series. And again, I really want to see who Wrath is. So that's why I'm probably going to buy a lot of the bells and whistles for Darksiders 3. Just to kind of hope that can help us get a Darksiders 4. Wrap up the series, because there's only 4 games, supposedly. Or supposed to be 4 games. Why am I using a very good weapon to beat oh, I should just punch them. Right, I'm sorry. Alright, let's get bone metal, unless it's not here, which I can never understand if it's not here. I thought that was the case. Shit.
Items in today.
It's kind of blew up in my face now, didn't it? Yeah, let's get these. I need these for my glasses. Of course. Of course it wouldn't be here. Why? For those guys who are yelling at your screen, apologies. I am far from perfect, and I am sorry. But, yeah. Anyways, I'll have to go find some other honestly, it's a pointless to try to get bone metal unless you're going to get a ton of it. In fact, do I? No, I don't think I have enough. Well, I think I do, actually. It's just hidden on a character. Okay. Well, this was also a waste because I had some. Damn it, brain. Why didn't you cue in at the right moment? Ugh. As of Fury's design, I'm actually kind of into it. She's got like this weird like flame hair and all that kind of stuff. But, and I talked about this on stream, but I really hope, and it kind of comes back to like, I really hope she's not very, I don't know what the right word is. The only word that I can think of, and it sounds bad, is bitchy. But that's kind of the whole like general consensus on multiple things. Like again, if someone's like, I need help, and she's like, get out of my way, ugh, kind of thing, I'd be like, I mean, they need help. I mean, come on, Fear, please. Anyways, it seems like in the game, there's like this, I don't want to spoil the story or anything like that, but it does seem weird because she is projected as this thing that is kind of at odds with her fellow horsemen, where they all seem to be kind of a family, but apparently she's kind of the outlier, which is kind of like I'm the strongest, I'm the best kind of thing, which it kind of is weird, but they're all kind of the strongest in a weird way. I think that's what the designers keep getting at, because in Darksiders 2, they mentioned that Death, out of all the Horsemen, was the strongest. And then Darksiders 3 is coming out, and they're like, yeah, Fury's the strongest. And it's like, but you just... Alright. Alright. I think they're kind of saying that they're all the strongest in their weird way. Like, I bet Wrath is going to be undeniably strong when it comes to ranged anything. And maybe even Wrath is the strongest when it comes to, like, cunning and things like that. Like, I would love if that's the case, where he's just like a really dirty fighter. He doesn't give a shit about your feelings or anything like that. He's just a monster. And that's assuming that we do get a Darksiders 4 if this one does well, which I hope people do buy it, because it's very much like, it's especially the new one, I think is going to be very much like grubby combat. If you guys are like completely out of the loop of what I'm talking about when it comes to Darksiders, I would highly advise just looking at some gameplay of it. It's like a beat 'em up kind of game. It's not like Street Fighter or anything like that. It's more of like a Let It Die, I guess. Yeah, like a third person you're punching, except it's more with like combos and like it's Devil May Cry kind of thing, where you're throwing people in the air and like messing them up that way, having multiple skill trees and paths. And the story of Fury is her tracking down the 7 deadly sins, which is wicked, really cool. Can't wait to play it, coming out real soon. But yeah, was I correct on me having... I think there's someone who's holding a lot for me. Back on Let It Die real quick. I think what's next for me is probably climbing to 50. And then, of course, to 60. But, yeah. Oh, I need that, too. I think I need that, right? But yeah, the next goal for me is climbing to 60. Do I not have this? Is it in you? It is in you. Yes, you got 3 of these goddamn things, dude. Come on. Why don't you throw them in the vault? Vault space was running out, and that's why you have it? Okay, well. Well. Oh, I need 2. Is that the second tier? I think it is. Okay, so those won't work. Never mind. Well. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this was just me kind of talking your ear off about things that I am interested in and wanted to talk about, such as Fallout 76, which we also talked about on Let It Die video when it was first announced. So I thought, why not talk about it again and explain my feelings and why I'm not exactly playing it on the channel right now. So I'm kind of waiting and hoping that it becomes a Fallout game that I would really enjoy. Because right now it doesn't really seem like it's up my alley. But hopeful for the game. Also, massively hyped for Darksiders 2, and I hope that they do the character correctly, because that's the main thing. It's a single-player game where you're following the story of Fury, that Forceman, and yeah, I'm hoping that she's an endearing character that is hot-blooded but still kind-hearted. I don't know if I'll get my wish. I think she may just be very, like, mean, but also, like, has values in terms of like what she stands for and things like that, which is kind of cool. We'll see what the game is. I kind of want, again, I hope that she's kind-hearted but also strong as shit and like vengeful. Fuck yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, subscribe button above me, 2 videos to my right. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.